Testament or 3.7.8, 333.888, 333.333.333. All right. Demo law. First degree hidden chamber. Title of the log is off the record. All right. Second degree. A picture's worth 1,000 words, or should I say, former structure. First off, Trinity was either the top to the district Grand Lodge, number 1, number 7, 11, and 3. Now the Renaissance Lodge is where we are. The Renaissance Lodge, Prince Hallaway. That's where generation next, the next generation from I want to say from 63 to the 80s babies. We are in the Renaissance Lodge. Moore, MORR, or MOOR. That's where we are, Renaissance Lodge, Highway 72, East Coast. Attica Prism, XII, those are memories, national murals, and national morals or memorial places in the Western Hemisphere that remind us of the struggle that we left and help us cope with the struggle we're in. All right, boom. When you think of the Renaissance Lodge, just think of plus degree lessons. First God received lessons. Chiller lessons. Anything beyond chiller, first God, or plus degree, you are dealing with Hip Hop Nation. We'll cover it all. Everything Hip Hop Nation, from the 85ers, Savages, Thugs, Hip Hop Nation. NOI, FOI, LIU, 5% Nation, God Nation, God's Earth, Nation Islam. You're dealing with the Hip Hop Nation. And Muslim faith, Islam faith. But it's between Muslim faith and the Islam faith. And Asiatic nations, Asiatic black men. Back when we were called the wilderness of North America, uncharted turf, newfound world, this, that, and the third. That picture meant the world to me. It was known before and studied by the Agnostic, which was like the Pharisees or Catholic, between Pharisees and pedestrians, or should I say Pharisees, Gematria, and Amish, mainly, and Agnostic University, or anyone that believed in Vasquez or the Da Vinci Code over there when Africa had the Testament and Russia and Europe had the Parliament, or the UK had the Vasquez and the fraternity or sorority of Vampire, and we had the fraternity or the sorority of the Testament, and they had the fraternity and the sorority of the Parliament. And situation went like this. Now, in America, right now, the Renaissance Lodge and Prince Hall Center, or Lodge and Center, and the Queen Hallaway Lounge and Center really are a little bit. Prince Hall and Queen Hallaway is not that young, but they're pretty much, Renaissance is kind of young, and that's where they fit, along with the School Board of Education, the National School Board of Education. But anyway, older things, Mason Review Board, Mason-Dixon program, Mason-Dixon lines, states, this, that, and the third. The Minecraft program, which used to be the old National School Board of Education. And I wanted to tell you if Renaissance Lodge is where it's at, the bridge is Trinity. Now in the Trinity, we are under sacred text as Western Hemisphere. Initially, we were either sacred text or Catholic. Catholic run the Christian, sacred text would run everything else. But if Renaissance Lodge is running one half of only like what 2/3 of the Trinity, Trinity is 1,000. So I guess each spot would be between 500 and this. Queen Anne is 550. Where I'm at in this, the Golden Seal and Eurykah is between 100 and 101. Solomon Lodge, Temple Solomon Lodge, that's between 54 and 56. Prince Hall is 17, Lodge 17, and look, you can find me in degree 48 through 78. But anyway, when you get past the Renaissance Lodge, you dig back as far as like more to more and under Trinity or Solomon. You can pretty much say, I want to reverence Highway 72. That's East Coast, and where I'm at in this life is Bunch Road. Plus degree lessons, 1 to 12. Well, according to the day, 8 to 12, and I wanted to say 8 to 10, 8 to 12, 8 to 26, and just before you bend that corner, don't hit those solar facts, the actual facts. Yeah, that's cool, but you're gonna run into a 120, and then that's where things get different. Because when you get to Apprentice Bill, the household is the 120, and your work site is your Apprentice Bill. And things get very diverse. All right. So before you hit that, I'm gonna skip the household because I can't remember where I live, and I'm gonna say 1 to 28. 8 to 28, 8 to 30, 8 to 33, 8 to 36, and there's numerous varieties in those. And then you want to go 8 to 50, 8 to 200, 8 to 250, and then stop. Then you want to go 8 to 90, 8 to 80, and then you want to stop. Now, regular, standard, and basic, when you get to your the household, when it's covered by the house, and on Bunch Road on the west side of the county, you can say the plus degree, your 120, and then you got your public school system situation where you're looking at a gang manual because you're learning about gang violence, this, that, and the third, and you want the way I put it, you're gonna say 8 to 368. And then when you get to the university, the school curricular level, you're going to say 8 to 38. And between 8 to 38 and 8 to 368, you should know something. The plus degrees are hard over there. It's real difficult. You ever get a ground zero pack or a growth and development pack over there, man, pick up the slack. Put your life back together and get a move on, and hurry up and try to get out the ghetto. You might be in the finest house over there and don't know you are in the ghetto because of where your mind is allowing you to exist in life. So, okay. Now, I know there's something I'm leaving out, but that's cool. But that's all I remember over there. That part and giving people upgrades and lesson plans. Being a mentor, as an enlightener, looking at tutors and stuff, this, that, and the third, a guidance counselor. third grade instructor, or a substitute teacher, or something. Many other little outfits that I used to wear as applications to skills or applied skills to make money. Now, looking at Bragg Boulevard, that's where the 8 to 208 to 250 came from. Bragg Boulevard. Now, dealing with Bragg Boulevard is where the 8 to 80, the 8 to 90 came from. Bragg Boulevard, Fort Bragg, or the All-American City, Hope Mills, Fort Clinton, Fort Greene, Renaissance Lodge, Grand Lodge of D.C., Prince Hall. Now, Queen Hallaway, she ordered it. That's where that 8 to 90 came from. And it was fundamentally the 8 to 80. The 8 to 80 wasn't good enough. And look, I've been to confessions 3 or 4 times because of Queen Anne, for some reason. Now, the book of transcripts, that's cool. And depending on who your significant other, you might get a book of contraband. But the book that you will be filling in as a man forever and a day is a book called We Are Undefined. If you ever pledged ever in your life, that is the book you will be filling in until you die. The book called We Are Undefined. All right, and the book of power. The book of power is so long, it's a list of everybody that you ever spoke to or thought about in your life. It's called a book of resources also. All right. Even the purity and sorority sisters have a book of power. You ever lose your book of power, just know your work could crumble. You must quickly replace it or get it back to recoup and sustain or maintain and maintenance your life that way. Lose your book of power, recoup as quick as possible. Then you want to go Rayford Road. Rayford Road, 8 to 250. And the book reads, you can start the 1 to 250, or you could just go 8 to 250 and close the book at 260, or 8 to, well, actually it reads 8 to 250, or 250, is that right? 260 plus 50. And close the book at 259 plus 60. And then you want to back up and Bragg Boulevard, you can say either 8 to 97, 8 to 99, or 8 to 30, 8 to 31, 8 to 32, 8 to 33, 8 to 34, and then skip and go 8 to 45. But you really want to say 30 plus ground zero, or 99 plus ground zero, and close it. Now, Bunch Road, man, if you just so have, listen, we're not even Bunch Road, Highway 72. Just go 8 to 28, 8 to 38, and have a good day. Because if you make it past 8 to 48, well, actually, if you make it past 8 to 38 or 8 to 33, you're doing too much over there near Highway 38. 48 or 58, 8 to 48, 8 to 58. 58 to 58, you're a problem child. You're in and out of jail, this, that, and the third. You're doing too much. And you're not doing enough to be doing too much. All right? That concludes what did I call it? Form of structure. Form of structure at the end, I guess, is called foundating structure. We went from 1 to 32 to 1 to 33, and in certain places it's 1 to 36. Between Scottish Rite, Egyptian Rite, English Rite, and my goodness, man, Irish Rite, and Egyptian Rite, Irish Rite, English Rite, Scottish Rite, and York Rite. And I know there's more, but those are the four that I reverence the most. I want to say this is Morris Rite, but there is Eastern Stars gave it to Freemasons, and Freemasons gave Egyptian Rite to the Eastern Stars. Or should I say, plus degree lessons that were 5% lessons are now in the hands of the Eastern Star. For some reason, as African stonemasons, Freemasons, in America, brick masons, true masons, and concrete masons, or should I just say artistry, by way of masonry and structure of artistry. Maybe not so much artistry, but it's over there. Everything in Eastern Star that was initially Catholic, I might as well get into that. As far east of Africa, which, India, all the way to Okinawa. That is Eastern Star, initially Catholic, Confucianist, Buddhist, Memoirs of a Geisha. The bridge would be Memoirs of a Geisha, Art of War. Confucianism is a bridge between them and America. It is called Mormons over here. Mormons would be the Muslim situation to what is initially Muslim to Russia, Soviet Union, so initially Russia, and the Asian Empire initially Catholic. All right. Mormons would be the situation to the Soviet Union and Russia and the UK and Europe. They would fall under Mormons. That would be the Muslim situation. And in Africa, we would actually fall under if Catholic, we would be Gematria. If I hate to say it, Trinity, sacred text would run it. We would be under Trinity, Trivity, which would be like African piety, Masha, which would be like African Mormonism or African Confucius, Buddhism, and all kinds of other stuff in there. Vasquez. Anyway, the Book of Masha is that diverse. Book of Trinity, it's more so. Anyway, it's educational. Book of Trivity is it's entertainment based on it's education based on entertainment and this, that, and the third plus degrees. All right, and there's some other stuff like America. We got the Kabbalah as African books, and the Dead Sea Scrolls turn into the Kabbalah Nazca. All right, the Kabbalah, the Dead Sea Scrolls turn into between he and her, the Kabbalah and the Kabbalah Nazca. All right. All right. And in America, we just fall under the Constitution, the Declaration of Independence, the Haitian Declaration of Rights, the Universal Declaration of Rights, the Articles of Confederation, the amendments, getting grand address, so much. Well, anyway, the Constitution, political documents are really the American Bible. Everything else is theology. Other than global politics, geopolitics, parapolitics, geopolitics, politics, and jihadism. We study jihadism. Actually, is the preferred book to study based on politics and how to control it. Sequester Science is another one. It runs the science department, and jihadism runs the theology department. Or it used to, and it should still. And politics just runs the education between science and social studies, reading and writing. And that's just what time it is in America. We read just about anything and everything. This is converted over to what we can read between gematria, English, and phonetics. We will read, learn, apply, put a twist, a twang, and a tweak on just about anything. This is a melting pot. We'll melt it down and rebuild it. Listen, y'all have a good day, all right?